Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. I am Violet Hyena, and you are here with perfect timing, and I am here to do readings for perfect people with perfect timing. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. It is 5:53 a.m., May 26th, 2026, and I am gonna first wish everyone a happy birthday who is born today. And today's birthday is Gemini. So happy birthday, Gemini. I like to start out with a birthday reading for them. So, since we don't have anything... Oh, I have to make my chat. Yeah, that's what it was needed. Sorry, it's early? It is early. So, I'm going to do my little chat in the window, and then I will get to the birthday reading. There we go. So, everyone please drop your question in the chat and I will get to you. But right now, since we don't have one yet in the room, we're going to go to the happy birthday reading for Gemini. Happy birthday, Gemini. It's your birthday. Put my notepad up here. There we go. Okay, so which deck wants to do the Gemini happy birthday reading? Oh, there we go. Number 2, the witches. The witches want to do the birthday reading. Dang. Birthday reading. Birthday reading. Birthday reading. Birthday reading for Gemini. Okay. Ooh. The Lovers. Well, an overall positive card for the Gemini. An appropriate card because, hey, Gemini's 2 characters in astrology, so the Lovers is 2 for their birthday. That's funny. I like that. But overall, love, duality, union, balance. So, at least the Gemini are getting along with themselves. And it's going to be a lovely birthday. So this is a good positive sign. So happy birthday, Gemini. I'm glad you're going to have a good birthday. Nice. Alright, and that's what the cards have to say for Gemini's birthday. Okay, I'm going to put these cards back, but do not go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have a lot to say. And I use a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. And right now I'm going to check chat and have tea. And I'd like to allow everyone to take a moment and drop their question in the chat. And it is subscribe only, but it only takes a moment to subscribe, and then you can ask your question, and then you get free readings. And also subscribing allows you to know when I go live, so you get notified, and then you get more free readings. And I think that's just the best deal. And I do have a subscriber goal of 500 subscribers, and that would just really help me out, so thank you. But again, tea and chat. Juanita Wormington. Good morning. Good morning, Juanita. Good morning. I am very well. I'm just waking up. So, throat is a bit groggy just because I'm waking up. Gotta get all the fluids moving, you know? I hope you're doing well this morning. Had a wild weekend. Me too. You had a wild weekend. Oh yeah, it's Tuesday now. I have a weird week this week, so days are going to be really weird for me. Okay, you had a wild weekend. I hope that wild weekend was a positive wild weekend. Juanita says, I'm okay. Remember me and my husband separated 17, married several, and he told me last night that he cheated 5 years ago? Ouch. I hurt in my heart for you. No and yes. I knew for a long time. He was fighting with me since AYG. He said he had some clean. He said he had come clean. We've been selected now, wants to come clean. And I'm not sure what to think. Well, how do you feel? Separated. Since August. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, it's not what you feel, honey. It's what you think. Aw. 17 years married. Yeah, so... Well, I would imagine you would probably feel betrayed and a lot less trustworthy. He blamed you. Ooh. No, that's not correct. No. It was totally him. Yeah. Yeah, we need to... relationships change surprisingly when you've known them for so long. It's very sad. I'm not sure I know it all. Sometimes maybe you don't want to know it all. That's kind of sad. I'm sorry, Juanita. And Skull Band 8 says, can you produce a product by yourself? I would like more detail on that, Skull. What do you mean? And Juanita says, I love him, but damn, I got know the truth. I sense a lit. I sense a lit. I slot. Coal Band 8 says, like a spouse or kids, can you produce it by yourself? Well, Skull, Skull says, like a spouse or kids, can you produce it by yourself? Skull, I'm uncertain what you mean, because a spouse would be a different person, and kids are their own little animal group to me. So what do you mean, Skull? What do you mean? Tell me. And Juanita says, I'm barely awake. Well, Juanita, go have some caffeine or some tea. I just sent a lot of stuff, and I had for a long time, but I had no proof. He came clean last night and told me that he cheated on me with his baby's mom at 5 years ago. But I think there's more. Oh my. Margaret says, will I enjoy moving to Florida next year? I will get to Martha's question in one moment. I'm going to put Martha on the list so I don't forget Margaret's question. I'm going to put Margaret on the list, that way I don't forget her question. I will get to you very soon, Margaret. Oh, Margaret. Juanita says, oh, I am now just wondering if he's telling me the truth or if he even loves me. The Skull Band says, I thought woman takes sperm as a deposit to give birth. I thought wrong, damn it. Well, Skull, scientifically, yeah, that's how babies are made. Okay, and then Juanita says their daughter is like 26 years old. Wow, that's a lot, Juanita. So, I am going to come back to chat. I am going to get to Margaret's question. I got to get to Margaret's question, though. So, Margaret, will I enjoy moving to Florida next year? Well, Margaret, I have my answer, but I should actually let the cards do the answering. So, because I actually live in Florida, but, so, it's just funny. I'm going to let the cards answer, though. Which deck would like to answer Margaret's question? I'm going to pick out of the tarot card decks. Will Margaret enjoy moving to Florida next year? Next year. Will Margaret enjoy moving to Florida next year? Which deck would like to answer? Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Will Margaret enjoy moving? Will Margaret enjoy moving to Florida next year? Will Margaret enjoy moving to Florida next year? Will Margaret enjoy moving to Florida next year? Ooh, the Hanged Man. It is correctly sided up, so the answer is yes. This is a major arcana card. Looking deeper into this card, however, it's warning you about all of the water in Florida. The water, first of all, in the picture are piranhas. And there may not be piranhas in Florida, but you do gotta watch out for those crocodiles. Sorry, alligators. You have to watch out for the alligators in Florida. And also the humidity. They're warning you about the humidity. But overall, you will enjoy Florida. Just a couple warnings there for you in the card. But you will enjoy it overall. That's very good. And I will definitely welcome you when you move down here. Because I am also a Florida resident. And that is what the cards have to say. I'm going to put these back, but as you all know, I have 13 decks, and I use a playing card deck to get back to pick which one gets to speak, because they're all very talkative. And right now, I'm going to get to chat and have tea. Love tea. And you're very welcome, Margaret. And if anyone has any questions in chat, go ahead and drop them there and I will get to them. And also, I do know that chat is locked for subscribers only, but it only takes a moment to subscribe, and then you just get notified when I go live, and then you just get more free readings, and I think it's a beautiful deal. And my subscriber goal is 500 people, which would be amazing to have. But anyway, I'm going to catch up on chat. And enjoy my tea. Okay, so and Juanita says, will we be okay? Ooh, I will ask that from the cards. Will Juanita be okay? Will Juanita and her husband be okay, specifically? So, which deck wants to tackle this question? It's a yes or no question. I'm going to leave it for the tarot cards. I'm going to leave it for the tarot cards. Which deck? Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Robinwood Tarot. Will Juanita and her husband be okay? Will Juanita and her husband be okay? a yes or no question. There we go. Will Juanita and her husband be okay? Will Juanita and her husband be okay? Well, the cards say yes. But I'm going to look into the card to see if there's any details. Oh. So they do say you're going to be okay. This is the Queen of Swords. And usually swords mean mentally or of thought. And the Queen of Swords is nurturing and supportive. However, I am being pointed very strongly to the sword that the woman is holding. And she means business. And I think that means that you should mean business and put your foot down if this is going to work. So you're going to have to sharpen up literally like that blade. And you may have to fight for it, but they say, yeah, you're going to be okay. There's going to be a lot of conflict. But the cards say you'll be okay. I'm not sure how. But I have to trust the cards. They know. So I do wish you luck, Juanita. I hope that helps. Let me put this deck back. And as you all know, I have 13 decks. And I choose which one gets to speak by using a regular playing card deck. And I'm going to get the chat and have tea. And go ahead and drop your questions in the chat. And then I'll get to them. And also, I do know that chat is locked by subscription. But go ahead and subscribe. It's free. And then after that, you get instant access to drop your question in the chat. And then also, you just get notified when I go live, and then you get even more readings. That's pretty awesome. Good deal. All free. And my goal is 500 subscribers, so that really helps me out. And you get free readings. It's the best deal, I think. Okay, but tea and chat now. Okay, I do see Margaret's second question. I haven't forgotten you, Margaret. But I just saw it now, like with my eyes. So I'm gonna get to Margaret's question after I pick Margaret's second question after I catch up on chat. Don't worry, Margaret. I see you. Juanita says, thank you. You're very welcome, Juanita. And Christine Crochets a Lot says, good morning. Good morning, Christine. Good morning. And I'm going to get to Margaret's second question right now, and then I'll catch up on chat. I have a question about turning a hobby into a career job. Go ahead and drop that question in the chat, and I will get right to it, Christine, after Margaret's question. And Margaret's question was, will I go to school when I move? Let's ask the cards. That's a tarot card question. a yes or no question. So which deck wants to handle Margaret's second question? J. So out of the tarot cards, it's going to be 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Robin Wood again. Okay, so will Margaret go to school? Will Margaret go to school when she moves? Will Margaret go to school when she moves? Will Margaret go to school when she moves? The answer is yes. And I'm going to look into the card for more details. We have the 8 of Swords, which is achievement, expertise, and changes. And expertise fits because you'll be going to school. And swords are of the mind, so it does have to deal with school. The feelings with that might be that you feel a bit blinded and tied up by all the schoolwork. But overall, yeah, you're going to go to school and you're going to have a lot to do. So yeah, I hope that helps you out, Margaret. I'm going to put this deck back and then I'm going to catch back up on chat. Okay. Whee. Come on, throat, we got things to do. Sorry, that was a tea gargle. Wake up. Okay. And we left off at Christine. Christine says, will I be successful in opening a fiber arts studio and store? Awesome. I will get to that question after I catch up on chats. And Juanita says, good morning. And good morning, Juanita. What kind of tea are you drinking? I'm drinking something that was called Happy Throat Tea. And it has a mixture of like marshmallow root and licorice root, which are supposed to be really good for the throat and keeping it moist. And it seems to be working now, which is awesome. I just need to be the gargle. But it also has like ginger in it and some other herbs. So it's a good mixture for the morning. Gonna get to Christine's question, which is, will I be successful in opening a fiber arts studio and store? Alright, this is gonna be a tarot card question. Which deck would like Christine's question? Which deck would like Christine's question? Number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's the gay tarot. Excuse me. Will Christine successfully open a Fiber Arts studio and store? Will Christine successfully open a Fiber Arts studio and store? Very nice. Ooh, the answer is yes, and it is the world. That's cool. Look into the card for more details. First of all, it's a major arcana, so it'll be big. It'll be big. Really become a major part of your life. And the world is fulfillment, completion, and interconnectedness. It's just a lot of good. A lot of good in this card. So, yes, a very successful Fiber Arts and studio and store. So yeah, go for it. That is really good. I'm very happy for you. That looks really good. I hope that helps you out, Christine. That's very exciting. Okay, gonna put this back, and then I'm going to catch back up on chat. And let's see, Christine says it would be like a gallery. Yay! Thank you. I've just started to manifest it now. Thank you. You are very welcome, and I'm very happy that it'll work out for you, because I like a good crafting store. What can I say? Because Christine, you may crochet a lot, and I crochet a lot too. So we are cut from the same cloth. We like to crochet. Okay. And thank you all for your lovely questions, by the way. Right now, I do see that there is a lull in questions, so I am going to go on with my subject list, because I only got the one done, which is really good. I mean, I would rather answer you guys' this question than do my list. So, thank you. So we're going to move on to the Dream Bridge. And the Dream Bridge is, you had a weird dream last night, and the cards are going to give you more details on it. Or a dream you had recently. So that is what this next subject is going to be. Which deck wants to handle the Dream Bridge? I'm going to pick from all of them. Number 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Dream Bridge. The Dream Bridge. That weird dream you had last night. More details on that weird dream you had last night. Okay. The Ten of Cups. Okay, the Ten of Cups. 10 is the number of completions and cycles ending and revival. And in this, I see a very balanced family of emotional cups. So the dream is about the completion of something emotional. There's a lot of cups, and they're all balanced, and they're all full. And I do see what has been produced by the couple of octopi floating in the middle. It's very lovely, very peaceful. Any hidden dream details, though? The flowers are really sticking out. The flowers are sticking out. So something beautiful. I think you had a beautiful dream last night. And that is what the cards are trying to say. A nice, beautiful, peaceful dream. So that's nice. That's what the cards have to say. Not much you can do with a positive reading except go, hey, it's positive, it's good. It's all good, man. Okay, I'm going to put this deck away, but do not go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have so much to say that I use a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. And I'm going to go back to chat with my tea very shortly. But I would like to remind everyone to please drop your question in the chat, and I'll be able to get to it. And chat is subscriber only, but it only takes a moment to subscribe, and then immediately you can chat. And then being subscribed, you get even more opportunities to get readings because it'll notify you when I go live. And then you just get more free readings, and that's just amazing. And the best deal I can think of. And my goal is 500 subscribers, so you'd really be helping me out, and thank you. Tea. Tea. Tea is good for me. I like tea a lot. Good tea break. Alright, right now, we still don't have any new chat. So I am going to go on to the next subject on my list, which is morning coffee. Oh, how much caffeine are you guys going to need today? That is the question. Which deck would like to handle this? I'm going to open it up for all the decks. Morning coffee. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Robin Wood Tarot. This deck has gotten so much exercise this morning. Okay. morning coffee. How much coffee are you going to need this morning? How much? How much coffee are you going to need? How much coffee are you going to need? How much caffeine do you need to get through the day? The morning coffee. Beautiful. The Ace of Wands. You're beginning something new. You're being creative with something new. Ooh. You're manifesting something. So you are busy at work. You're going to need a little bit more caffeine than usual. Maybe 2 cups. Maybe 2 cups of coffee. Maybe 3. Depends on how energetic you want to be. So you're probably going to have a lot of coffee today. It's a big coffee today. I'm feeling lots of energy. Go for it. Get that coffee and you get this day moving with the right energy. I know it's been a very long weekend for us Americans, and they have to get up and get their coffee and get to their day. So you got to make it more energetic. So go. Have that caffeine. Alright, that's very energetic. That's too energetic for me right now. I have tea. But I know the coffee culture has to go do their thing, and I appreciate them for that thing they do. But that's too much caffeine for me. Too much. Okay, I'm going to put these cards away, but do not go far. I have 13 decks, and they all have so much to say. That I use a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. In you go, Robin Wood. There we go. And right now I am going to have tea and check chat. So please drop your question in chat, and then I'll be able to get to your question. And chat is subscriber locked, but it's very simple to just subscribe and then ask your question. And then, when you're subscribed, you get notified every time I go live, and then you get more free readings. And I just think that's the best deal ever. Especially because I am trying to get 500 subscribers. Because it's all free. I mean, I get subscribers, you don't pay anything, and you get free readings. Best deal. Alright, let's see. Ooh, there is more chat. Yay. Christine says, yay girl, get that coffee. I need to start drinking tea. Drinking tea is an amazing thing. And ASAT says hi. Hi, ASAT. Can I ask anything? You can ask anything in the parameters of what YouTube will allow us to discuss. But pretty much anything. You can ask pretty much anything. And by the way, welcome. You might be new. You might be a new subscribee. And if so, thank you. Can I do my job in military army one day? That's a good question. I'm going to ask the cards that. It's a good tarot card question. It's a yes-no question. Sorry, my English is so poor. And yet, you're making communication, so bravo, ASAT. Good. You're doing English very well. I can at least understand you. You're doing quite good. Can I do my job in military army one day? So, That's a yes/no question. And which tarot card deck would like to answer that? Let's see. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the Robinwood Tarot. Again, this deck is getting so much exercise this morning. And ASAT says thank you. ASAT says my name is Savidi. I'm Gemini. Oh, hi, Gemini. It's your birthday area because I just did Gemini's birthday reading. Good for you. Can I do my military job one day? So ASAT wants to know if they'll have a military job one day. Will ASAT have a military job one day? Will ASAT have a military job one day? Will ASAT have a military job one day? Yeah, that's one. Ooh. So, I am sorry to say that my cards say no because reversals for me are a no. But I'm going to look into the detail for the card for more detail. And it has here the Empress. Excuse me. Now, the card details that I'm getting, first is the Empress is a major arcana, so it's very important for your life. And the Empress is a symbol of abundance and love and creativity, fertility and nurturing, sensuality. This woman in the picture here is pregnant. So this is definitely not a military life that you should be living. So it's saying no, you should pick a softer, more more feminine career path, and then you'll find happiness down that path. Something more familiar and down a more feminine path than the military. And that is what the cards are saying to me. I hope that helps you out ASAT. Okay, and I'm going to put these cards back. And everyone don't go far because I have 13 decks. They all have a lot to say. And I choose which deck gets to speak by using a regular playing card deck. And I'm going to check, chat, and drink tea. But I'd also really like to remind everyone to please drop that question in the chat and then I'll get to it. And it is subscriber locked. However, it only takes a moment to subscribe and you instantly get to chat. And then you get to ask your question. And then being subscribed, you just get notified when I go live and then you get even more readings. So I think it's the best deal, especially because I am trying to get 500 subscribers. And it's a really good deal for everyone. It's a win-win because I get subscribers and you get free readings and neither of us pay any money. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty darn amazing. Alright, let me get back to chat and look, I have tea. Let's see, and ASAT says, am I already met my future spouse? Well, I have a lot of chat. I do see your question. I'm going to put you on my list for that second question, ASAT. So I will get to you after I catch up on chat. Let's see. Chahat Saxina says, like 3, new subscriber. Hello, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Will me and my ex Manav Vaishnav will be both reconcile or not? Okay. So, Chahat, I do see you accidentally posted 3 times. It's okay. You only need to post your question once here. It's alright. Only post your question once. But I will put you on your list and I will get to you. And welcome. Welcome, welcome. Chahat. I'll get to you next after I catch up on chat. And ASAT asks, can I ask only one question? No, you may ask as many questions as you like, ASAT. And Chahat says yes. And Chahat says, okay dear, yes. So, since I've caught up on chat right now, I'm going to answer these questions. Let's see, and the first one for ASAT is, am I already met my future spouse? So ASAT wants to know if they have already met their future spouse, and that is a tarot card question. That is a yes or no question. Very good. Which deck wants to handle that? Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is the Supernatural deck. The Supernatural deck. What a spicy deck for love. Very spicy deck for love. And with this particular deck, if they fall out of the box where I set up, don't count because it happens every time. Every time. Okay. Has ASAT met their future spouse? Has ASAT already met their future spouse? Has ASAT met their future spouse yet? Has ASAT met their future spouse yet? Has ASAT met their future spouse yet? And the answer is no, and I'm going to look into the card for more details. The answer is no. It is the 10 of Bones, and bones in this deck are wands. Oh, and the 10 is completion, cycles, ending, and revival, and bones are manifestation and creativity. So I see, because you are busy completing something else. So no, you have not met your spouse yet. You're focused on completing other creative business. And you're very thoughtful about it. But you have not yet met your future spouse. And that is what the cards have to say. I hope that helps you out ASAP. And then I'm going to get to chat's question right now. Okay, so which deck wants to get to chat's question? Okay, and it's another yes or no question with tarot cards. So which deck would like chat's question? Which deck would like chat's question? Which deck? Okay, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, the Gate Tarot is going to answer chat's question. Okay. See, will chat and their ex Manav, will they both reconcile or not? Will they reconcile? Will Chahat and their ex reconcile? It's a yes, no question. It's a yes, no question. Will they reconcile? Will they reconcile? Oh, will they reconcile? Sometimes there's a song with it. I don't question it. Ooh, the answer is no. I'm going to look into the card for more details. Okay, 8 with swords. And 8 is an achievement, expertise, and changes. And sword is usually of the mind. So in the mind, they will not reconcile. And I see there being a lot of the feeling when you're around strangers. Like you don't know each other that well, so you're not going to communicate. I see a lot of that. A lot of awkward air. So that is why it's not going to work out. There's going to be a lot of awkward air. And it's just not going to work out. So, no, I'm sorry. I hope that helps you out, chat. Alright, so I've caught up on my list, and I'm going to put this deck away, and then I'll catch up on chat and have tea. And I'd like to remind everyone now would be a great time to drop your question in chat so I can get to it. And chat is subscriber locked, but don't worry, it's very simple. Just hit subscribe, and then you'll be able to immediately drop your question in chat. And also, when you're subscribed, you will get notified when I go live, and then you'll get even more free readings. And that would just be awesome for everyone, especially because my goal is 500 subscribers, and you just get free readings. I mean, we both get a deal here. I think that's amazing. Amazing. But for now, tea and chats. Tea and chat. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Wow. Clear the board. Okay, Jahat says, yes, okay, dear, and Pearl. Hi, Pearl, how you doing? Pearl, you can always ask a question. You may. You definitely may ask a question. And ASAT says, thank you very much. So when will I meet him? Alright, I'm going to put ASAT on the list. ASAT. And I'll answer your question when I catch you back up on chat. And Chahat says, okay, thank you for the reading. You're very welcome, Chahat. I'm happy to give it. And then Pearl says, will I be able to support my parents financially anytime soon? Alright, Pearl, I'm going to put you on the list too. Awesome. So I'm going to get to those. And as he put the tea away. Sippy. So ASAT's question was, I noticed you. That's just my phone bothering me. I like it when he yells at me. When will I meet him? It's a very good question. You know what? That's a good question for all the cards. All of my decks. So which deck would like to handle ASAT's third question? Third question. Which deck wants to handle ASAT's third question? Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Prisma Visions Turret. Okay. When will ASAT meet him? When will ASAT meet him? When will ASAT meet him? The future spouse. That's what we're looking for. When? Okay, you have 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Well, Swords are of the mind, and 10 of Swords is completion, cycles, ending, and revival. I'm looking into the card for more details. So after a completion of something mental, this pretty, how do I put this easily? After something big happens in the mind, after you've completed something that you've been working on very hard in your head, you will meet him. It's not now. It's in the future. I'm going to say after you get over something that's been mentally bothering you for so long, that's when he's going to come around. After you're done completing whatever heavy mental thing you're going through right now, after this a big event is when you're going to meet your future spouse. But not before then. You have to get over whatever you're going through mentally right now. And once you get over that, then you'll be able to meet the spouse. And I hope that helps you out, ASAT. Because that's what the cards have to say. And then I'm going to get to Pearl's question. Let's see, Pearl. I'm gonna have a little bit more tea and then I'll do Pearl's question. So I've already been streaming for an hour. I stream for 2 hours at a time. So no rush. Let's see. Pearl's question was, I'll find it. Will Pearl be able to support their parents financially anytime soon? So that seems to be a tarot card question, a yes or no question. So which deck would like to handle that question? Which deck would like to handle that question? Will Pearl... Yeah, which deck wants to answer that question first? And then we'll ask that deck. That's how we'll work this. Alright. It is the Cat Tarot. Cat Tarot. Cat Tarot. Will Pearl be able to financially support her parents soon? Very nice. I think we got that one on the first one. Nice. Ooh, yes. The cards say yes. The Hierophant. And the Hierophant is I'm going to look into the card for more details on the yes-no question. So, the card's details are that it's the Hierophant, so it is a major arcana. And the Hierophant does a lot with tradition, convection, spirituality, being a teacher and a guru. And I'm gonna mention that the career is teaching. So by becoming a teacher, you would be able to financially support your parents. And that is the advice that the cards are giving me. So I hope that helps you out. And that was Pearl's question. So, yeah. I hope that helps you out, Pearl. I'm going to put this deck back and then I'll look back on chat and see what's going on with tea. I like tea. We like tea here. Let's see. Okay, and you are very welcome. Oh, is it Pearls? Yeah. Pearls question. Oh yes, okay, and then John came in and he retracted his question. John, when you John might come back and retry his question. That's A-okay. And ASAT says, okay, I understand. Thank you very much for the details. You're very welcome. And Pearl says, I sing it, ma'am. Silly face, tongue out, and hand hearts. Nice. And ASAT says, what field of work will my future partner do? It's good. I'll put your on the list again. And Pearl says, oh, actually I have been wanting to become a career coach. The card was good. Yes. Hey, it's a teacher. It's a guru. I think that's a great career to go into. Go for it. That'll help you out financially and your parents. Awesome. I love how that works out. Yeah, I'm going to get back to ASAT's question now. And then I'll get back to chat. See, what kind of field work will future partner do? What field of work will ASAT's future partner do? Alright, we're gonna ask the tarot cards. What kind of work will ASAT's future spouse hold? Which deck would like to handle that? I'm going to say it's a tarot card deck. Queen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's going to be the Prisma Visions deck. What kind of job or career, I'm going to see the actual, what kind of field of work will ASAT's future partner do? Let's find out. Ooh, fine, be that way. What kind of future work will ASAT's partner do? What kind of future work will ASAT's partner do? We have the Empress. The Empress is abundance, love, creativity, fertility, nurturing, sensuality. I believe this was the answer to one of ASAT's previous questions, but in a different deck. So this lines up. So this card connects to that card. So whichever career is going to be the one that... Whichever career is the one that you're going to go that's more feminine is the one where your future partner is going to be. So you're both going to be working in the same field. So find that more feminine career path and go towards that one, because that's where your partner is. Awesome. I like how that works out. Okay, so that is what the cards say. I hope that helps you out, ASAT. And put this deck away. And then I'll catch back up with chat. And have more tea. I like tea. And Pearl says, actually no one, yes. So, I am caught up. Awesome. And ASAT says, ooh. Smile, blushing, smile, blushing. Thanks a lot, heart, heart, diamond. You are very welcome, ACT. I hope it works out for you both. That'll be awesome. Ooh, wake up, throat. We have work to do. Don't mind me, just giving my throat a wake-up call. Taking a small break. Taking a small break. Taking a small break. And waiting for questions from chat. Okay, I think I am more refreshed right now to go back and do more. And since we don't have any more new chat, I want to thank everyone for asking questions. I love answering questions, and the cards absolutely love answering questions. And we did 3, so we're going to move on to the next topic until we get more questions. And our next subject is mental energy for the day. How much mental energy is there going to be for today? I'm going to ask all the cards this. What is the mental energy for today? What's the mental energy? Are we really super into something complicated and puzzly, or is our brain our potato? So, how's the mental energy today? Do we have lots of spoons, or do we have lots of forks? I don't know. I'm going to ask cards. And I would like to remind everyone that if you are here, you have perfect timing, and I am here to do readings for people with perfect timing. And if you drop your question in the chat, I will get to that after this reading. Because otherwise I'll just get distracted all the time. Okay, number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, again, this is for the mental energy reading of the day. Sorry, the deck just smells good, okay? It smells like incense. Okay, mental energy of today. Mental energy of today. Mental energy for today. This is the mental energy. This is time for healing. The balsamic moon, which is page 38. We will turn to page 38. Okay, so mental energy is a time for healing. Pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation is fully healed. This is not the time for paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insight can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. And attune to the moon. When one is healed, all are healed. An additional meanings to this card is, it's time to let go of the past. You are about to turn the corner. You need more time to heal. Think about how this situation would look if everyone were healed. The teaching is patience is required at the time of the balsamic moon. It's a time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner. No matter which point in the current moon cycle you have pulled this card, it's a reminder to go a little bit easy on yourself. The time to step into your creative power will come soon enough. Give yourself the time you need. So today's mental energy is take it easy, do the baby steps. Chill out and do the baby steps. Just don't. You're not fully healed yet. It was a long weekend. You need to heal from it. So just take slow baby steps and you will make it through the day. And that's what the card has to say. And I am going to put this deck away, but do not go far. I have 13 decks and they all have a lot to say. And I choose which one gets to speak by using a regular playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. And right now I'm going to check chat and have tea. And so now would be a really good time to drop your question in the chat so I can get to it. And also, chat is for subscribers only, but I just want to let you know that as soon as you hit subscribe, you will immediately get to ask your question in chat. And being subscribed, you will also just get notified when I go live, and then you get even more free readings. And I think that's the best deal for everyone because my goal is 500 subscribers. And it's free. I get subscribers, you get free readings, and I just think it's the best deal for everyone because we're not exchanging money here. And that's pretty darn cool. Okay, so again, chat and tea. Chat and tea. Oh yay, we have more chat. I like having chat. It's nice. Tea is lovely. I'm gonna have a backup drink here too. Ah, very good. I need some of both. I needed some of both. And Debbie, good morning, beautiful people, Aquarius. Good morning, Debbie. Yes, Debbie, you do have perfect timing. All of you beautiful people have perfect timing here. Isn't that good? I love doing readings for people with perfect timing. It's so much fun. And Debbie says, can you tell me how my day will go, especially in love? Alright, so I'm going to put Debbie on the list. Because we got a lot of chat to catch up with, and then I'll be able to do the list. So Debbie is on the list. There we go. And there's a Horton says, hi Violet, sweetheart. Hi. And when will I get some good money? Please, I need it. I will put the Horton, there's a Horton on the list. So I will not forget my lovely people. The situation would be amazing if it was healed. Debbie had said the situation would be amazing if it was healed. Okay. Debbie says, oh, I have a wand to create magic. Sparkle, Aquarius. And Pearl says, can I get a reading from Moonology? It seems interesting. Yes, I will put Pearl here for Moonology. Awesome. I love, so if you do know my decks, you are more than welcome to request a deck. The deck loves it. Let's see. You may. So Debbie says, you mentioned that you would take more than one question. Is that for today? Every day, Debbie. I will take lots of questions. I really have no limit. I haven't, let me put it this way. I have not yet found my limit. However, I only stream for 2 hours at a time, so that is my limit. I just have no limits on questions. Let's see. Pearl says, Debbie, she usually takes more than one question if you are regular from what I know. Correct. Debbie says, my tea tastes like that. Delicious. Exactly. And Pearl says, I'm a regular now, I believe. Debbie, you are definitely regular. I appreciate seeing you in my chat. Smile, Aquarius. And Pearl says, yes, you are, Debbie. Wave, heart. And Debbie says, awesome, thumbs up. And Debbie says, can you tell me how Pisces is feeling about this, Aquarius? Yes. So put Debbie for the second question. Awesome. So I will now be able to go down the list. And it's Debbie, there's a Horton, Pearl's Moonology, draw, and then Debbie again. So I'm going to get to the list, and then I'll get back to chat. Oh, excuse me. Let's go back up. Going back up to Debbie's question. How will Debbie's day go? Especially in love. There we go. Especially in love. There we go. Who wants to answer Debbie's question? I think that's an all the decks question. We're going to go with all the decks here. How is Debbie's day gonna go, especially in love? Which deck? Which deck? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Octopus Tarot. How will Debbie's day go, especially in love? How will Debbie's day go, especially in love? Love being the target subject. How will the day go in love? How will the day go in love? The Ace of Cups. Interesting. That's very good, actually. So since the topic is love, this is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace is the beginnings and startings of all things. And cups are emotion and usually love-based. So today is a very good day for Debbie to begin love and a relationship. So awesome. Good for you, Debbie. I'm glad you got this card. Today's a good day to begin it. And that is what the cards have to say. And then there's a Horton's question is next. There's a Horton. There's a Horton. When will I get some good money? Please, I need it. When will there's a Horton get money? When? When is a question for all of my desks. When is a question for all of my decks. Who wants to answer There's a Horton's question? Who wants to answer? Number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trust your vibes is going to answer There's a Horton's question. Trust your vibes. Trust your vibes. Trust them. Trust those vibes. Okay. When will There's a Horton get some good money? When will There's a Horton get some good money? Beautiful. Okay. Call on your angels. That's right. Sorry. You just don't go back in the box yet. I forgot. I'm sorry. Put you here for now. There we go. Number 13. Alright. When will There's a Horton get some good money? Be aware. Okay, call on your angels. Be aware that you have a personal team of guardian angels who are working directly with you to keep you safe and on track with your soul's karma and purpose. With their help, you have no need to feel lost, afraid, or concerned about your direction. Your angels are by your side, as well as above you, behind you, and before you, closely watching over you and keeping you safe. You have angels who will connect you with the right support people, and angels who will bring you presents. In fact, you have angels to protect, to serve, to support you in every way possible. Even if you doubt their support, they're still there, keeping you safe every minute of every day. Take the risk of believing that you're protected and begin to relax and trust in the ability to look after you. They will reveal their presence by giving you a sign if you ask for it. Open up your heart and mind to receive their gifts. Alright, I know the question was when, so in this context, they're asking you to call on your angels to help you out. It's a very simple message. Just ask your angels, hey, I could use some guidance. Hey, can you help me out? Hey, I could really use this money for stuff. Can you help? And then you have to listen. And that's kind of the hard part. But it definitely says call on your angels, ask for help, and then do what the angels say, and they're going to guide you towards that money really soon. Alright. So then it is Pearl. And Pearl asked for a reading from the Moonology cards. And that's always fun. This is a really good deck. So a good card for Pearl. A good card for Pearl. Oh, Moon, what advice do you have for Pearl? What does Pearl need to know? What kind of guidance can they use from the Moon? From the Moon, what guidance do you have? From the Moon, what guidance do you have? From the Moon. Okay, so don't let your past hold you back. This is the South Node. Let's see what the book has to say. The South Node. Page 114. So, Pearl, this reading is for you. Don't let your past hold you back. The South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released, that there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. Attuned to the Moon says, I release the past. And additional meanings for this card are: a relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive. And just because you can do something does not mean you should. And the teaching from this card is: the south node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going south. On the horoscope chart, it shows us that we are likely to become obsessed with, but which will probably do us little or no good. The south node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us of the well-known phrase, if you always do what you've done, you'll always get what you've always got. And that is what the cards say. It's a lot. But basically, don't let your past hold you back. You may have to break some cycles. And that is what the cards have to say. Okay, and then we have Debbie's second question on the list. And I gotta go find that one again. Yep. And Debbie's second question was, can you tell me how Pisces is feeling about this Aquarius? Okay, how is Pisces feeling? I'm going to open this out. I'm going to open this up to all the decks. All the decks. And then after this question, I'm going to catch back up with chat. Let's see. Which deck wants to handle Debbie's second question? Number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trust your vibes. Again. Trust those vibes. Trust those vibes. We love those vibes. How does Pisces feel about Aquarius? For Debbie, how does Pisces feel about Aquarius? 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 How do they feel? What are the feelings? Exercise your vibes. Number 38. Boop, 38. So this is going to be how Pisces is feeling. Exercise your vibes. There's too much static in the air to move ahead right now. Get back to earth and get grounded. I mean sweat. A good dose of physical exercise gets your energy flowing in one direction, upwards, to higher levels of vibration, and it keeps you from getting in your own way. Your brain is working overtime, and your spirit has been spotted leaving the premises of your body. By exercising, you quiet your overactive mind chatter and call your spirit back. Only then can you begin to hear your angels and guides, who are patiently waiting to offer guidance for your present challenges. Shifting your energy from a mental to a physical focus through exercise will jumpstart not only your psychic sense, but your creative as well, especially if you're stuck. So if you want to access your vibes, give your mind a break and get the let out. Once you do, notice how negative energy leaves your body and your ideas. Aha! Solutions suddenly leap to your mind. The universe is always broadcasting creative and positive guiding vibrations to you. Exercise changes your frequency so that you can access the source of inspiration better and put it to use. Okay, so the context was Debbie's question. Can you tell me how Pisces is feeling about this Aquarius? So, we're not getting love vibes here. We're getting that they are bogged down in the mind and they have to go exercise to release that and get better. So it's not negative. It's also not love. It's something active. Something active in the Pisces. And they need to let it out through exercise. And that is what the cards say. Alright. So we're going to put this back. And then I'm going to have more tea. And I'm going to check chat because I've completed the list. And now I can catch back up on chat. And have a drink of more tea. This is my backup drink. Tasty drink. Catching up on chat. Okay. Okay, so Debbie says, I appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you and your questions. I love them. They're awesome to answer. And there's a Horton says, do you see E winning at the casino or the lottery? And when will I win? Will I win at casino or lottery? I'll put there's a Horton on the list. There we go. Debbie says, that's a new deck for me, ... smile. Debbie says, all we need is love, sparkle heart. Woohoo! And Debbie says, I'm glad to, heart. And John says, how does Christine feel about me? Alright, so we're going to put John on the list. Okay. And I feel Forseti will connect with me. To be honest, I find it strange that he would hold my parents' beliefs against me. Oh, John. Oh, John. You just told me yesterday. You know the... you know the history. So I'm just going to leave that to you. And Pearl says... the card is exposing me. Heart, yes. Yeah, the cards do that a lot. And then John says, I set up a small little altar for him. Okay, John. And Pearl says, claim the changes, heart, heart. And eyes watching. And Debbie says, that's a good card, definitely. Break those cycles. John says, I need a grand altar. Yes, you do need a grand altar, John. You need a grand altar. Please that God. Debbie says, I was hoping for that deck. I just thought, just let the cards think we be vibing. Awesome. Yeah. Debbie, I'm gonna let you know, if you know my decks, if you like a reading for a specific one, you are more than welcome to request a deck if you know it well enough. You're fighting Sparkle, Star, Swords, and Aquarius. And Debbie says, hug a tree and barefoot in the grass, a good walk helps. Yes. Pisces overstimulates Aquarius vibes. And Debbie says, I'm not looking for love, just pleasure. Oh, that, you know what, okay, yeah. That's just my warning alarm. I do have to warn everyone I have about 9 minutes before I reach 2 hours. And 2 hours is my breaking time. It's like, I've been doing a lot of talking, so I'm definitely going to need that break after 2 hours. So I've got about 9 minutes left. I should be able to get what's on the list here. I'm going to catch up on chat before I get to the list. And Debbie Kelly says, he's a trainer. I'm sure he's working out every day. Well, I think that card really explains a trainer and why they would be training all the time. So that really, really jives with that Pisces. And Debbie says, awesome reading today. See you tomorrow. Good night, Debbie. It was good seeing you. See you tomorrow. And John says, when I was on Reddit and asked questions, I got more readings, and I feel he does. Just getting advice from Norse pagans, that's all. And that is perfectly fine, John. That is perfectly fine. Okay, I'm going to get to, there's a Horton's question, and then John's. And then I should be done. So these are going to be the last questions I do for this morning. And then I'll be back tonight. Let's see, where was John's question? I think it was about Christine. Okay, so there's Horton's was, do you see me winning at the casino or the lottery, and when will I win? Will I win at casino or lottery? Okay, so that's a yes or no question for a tarot card deck. So there's a Horton. Who wants to take there's a Horton's question? Who wants to take there's a Horton's question? One of the tarot card decks. It is a yes or no question. Okay, number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Octopus Tarot. And it is a yes or no question. Will there's a Horton Win at the casino or lottery? You know what we'll answer for both. So, one is going to be the lottery and the other one's going to be the casino. So we're going to be pulling 2 cards and they're yes or no questions. Will There's a Horton win at the casino or the lottery? Okay, so the lottery is no, and the casino is also no. Because when the cards turn up reverse for me, it's a no. And if they turn right side up, then they'd be a yes, but they did not. And that's the only time I really take into consider the reversals. And for that type of question, there aren't really need for detail. They just say no. So you may want to find a more colorful gambling thing to do, just not the lottery or casino. And that is what the cards have to say. And then I'm going to get to John's question. Let's see, John's question. How does Christine feel about me? Right. Let's see here. I believe that's a tarot card question. Which deck would like to answer John's question? Gonna ask a tarot card deck. Okay, which deck? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can be the Prisma Visions. How does Christine feel about John? 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 Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is reflection, knowing, and inquiry. And swords are of the mind. So there's a lot of thought going on with Christine. And we'll look into the card for more details. Ooh, excuse me. Because the swords are of the mind. There's a lot of mental process going on here. And I see that Christine, I feel like who is in the picture here is Christine. And they are behind a lot of swords and holding swords, ready to defend themselves. So, Christine is pretty defensive and not wanting to, but ready to fight back mentally. And, yeah, just defensive and ready to mentally fight. And that is what the the deck has to say. And yeah. I hope that helps you out, John. I know it's not a positive reading. Sorry. Okay, then I'm going to catch up on chat, and then I'm probably going to say goodbye until tonight. Let's see here. Okay, the card is exposing. Okay, and Pearl says hello. Hello, Pearl. You were here earlier. Alright, so I have caught up on chat, and I have answered all the questions for this morning, and I will be back tonight at 8 Eastern Standard Time. So I will see you guys then, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to go rest my voice and have it ready for tonight. So thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you all. Bye.